really invite Dr. Shri Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana State and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. I might request you to come onto the dais. I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Suresh Kumar, to accompany me on the stage. I request the members of the Executive Council, EFL University, the academic deans and administrative deans, and the directors of various departments to come onto the dais. We warmly welcome our Honorable Governor of Telangana State, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan. I request this august gathering to rise for the national anthem.
शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
The English and Foreign Languages University is the first university in the country to celebrate Y20. Now, I request Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana State and the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, to begin this auspicious occasion by lighting the lamp. is our privilege that the Honorable Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan is visiting us today to mark the celebrations of the Y20 in the EFL University. This is the second time Madam is coming to our university. It's our privilege to honor her. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor E. Suresh Kumar Garu, to felicitate the Governor. I request Professor Surabhi Bharati, Pro Vice Chancellor of the English and Foreign Languages University, to give welcome address.
Good evening and namaskar. It is an honor and privilege to have amongst us the august presence of the Honorable Governor of Telangana State and the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, at the English and Foreign Languages University on the occasion of Y20 India Celebrations, marking India's G20 presidency. We welcome you, ma'am. I'm also honored and privileged and delighted to warmly welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Member University Grants Commission, New Delhi, Professor Dr. E. Suresh Kumar, on this occasion. I welcome you, sir. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the members of the Executive Council of the University. I welcome you, dear members. A very warm welcome to all the deans, directors, heads of departments and teacher administrators. A welcome to my dear colleagues, retired teaching and non-teaching staff, and especially the students. I also welcome other invitees to this function. I also wish to extend our welcome to the senior officials from the Raj Bhavan and members from the media. A warm welcome to all of you to the first of its kind Y20 India celebration at EFL University. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As part of the Y20 India celebrations, as part of India's G20 presidency, the university has conducted elocution competition in 3 categories: undergraduate, postgraduate and PhD. Now the winners will share their experiences. First, undergraduate student Miss Hanina, BA Arabic.
A warm evening to everybody here. Honorable Governor, respected Vice Chancellor, and all the other dignitaries on the dais, my teachers, my dear friends. I am Hanina from the BA Arabic department, and I would like to share some of my thoughts on health, well-being and sports agenda for youth. John F. Kennedy once said, "Intelligence and skill can only function at the peak of their capacity when the body is healthy and strong." As India takes over the presidency of the G20 mission, it is our duty to focus to provide the youth with a platform where they can share their ideas, negotiate and reach a consensus. And we must focus on the youth of the world's fastest growing democracy, that is India. However, this also raises important questions about the readiness of our youth to take up such responsibilities, which demands the question, how fit are our youngsters? Are they mentally and physically well? Are they healthy? And how much have we incorporated sports into our career and into our daily life in our 75-year-long history? As we all know, the COVID-19 pandemic has greatly impacted us on our physical health and mental health as well as on our social well-being. We need to provide accessible and affordable healthcare services to all citizens in India, especially the youth who is under unprecedented levels of stress and anxiety. But it is a sad fact that even in this present times, mental health still remains as a stigma in the Indian community, with mental health awareness and treatment only available to a mostly elite crowd. After the Industrial Revolution and technological advancements, our lives have become far more easier, but it has also reduced the levels of physical well-being, curbing the youth's passion towards sports. Every other child you come across has a smartphone. Every other individual you come across, anyone you see has a smartphone. And nobody, absolutely nobody, can convince young adults like us to come out of our digital cocoons. In the 2020-21 fiscal year, the Government of India allocated rupees INR 375 crore to elite and participation sports combined, which shows that between 2020-21 and 2021-22, there has been an increase in the amount allocated to sports by 18.1%. This has been a great encouragement to the youth of India as our nation tries to forge its own identity on the global sporting landscape. Speaking of global sporting landscape, we must also remember that India is one of the very few nations to retain the indigenous sports like kabaddi, kho-kho, gilli-danda and yoga. Fitness and sports is not just for the athletically inclined. Fitness has a lot to do with personal well-being as well as nation building. Most importantly, sports can help build a sense of community and national pride as well as promote cultural exchange and understanding. It also helps us to maintain a healthy lifestyle and prevents diseases. It also acts as an effective stress buster and helps deal with anxiety and depression. Nelson Mandela said it the best. He said, "Sports have the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire, the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language that they understand. Sports can create hope where there was once only despair." With that thought in mind, let us all embrace the significance of mental well-being, leading a healthy life, and physical fitness as we, as a nation, gear up to lead the world into a brighter and better future. We should be at our best, mentally and physically, as we forge future leaders and lay roadmaps for success. The Y20 initiative provides a unique platform for the youth to share their ideas and experiences and advocate for policies and programs for the youth to develop themselves and for their peers. Let us work together to ensure that young people in India have the tools and support that they need to prioritize their health, wellness and sports for a healthier and happier world. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lee. Next winner is from the postgraduate category, Ms. Muskan Raj, MGM.
A very good evening to everyone present here. I'd like to extend my warm greetings to the Honorable Governor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, all the respected dignitaries who are present here today, and the student and teacher faculty of IFLU. My name is Muskan Raj from MAJMC. I am here to speak on the topic Health, Wellbeing, Sports and Agenda for Youth. The Y20 Summit aims to make young people engage in discussions and deliberations over better policies for a healthier nation. I'd like to lay emphasis on the current scenario of the youth of this nation today. First of all, the physical health of the youth is on a rapid decline due to increased dependence on technology, lethargic lifestyles, and substance abuse. We are more vulnerable to chronic diseases compared to any other group of the population. Secondly, the mental health of the youth has been a topic of discussion for a long time now. India has begun the discussion on removing the stigma around mental health. But our generation is widely affected by depression, anxiety attacks, panic attacks due to social isolation and lack of community support. Thirdly, the problem of substance abuse has been on the rise and is a very sought after coping mechanism of the youth today. It is often used to escape real life problems and a way to avoid facing reality. Now, enough about the challenges. Let's talk about what solutions can we propose as the youth of this nation. First, we should support indigenous sports. We need to encourage them by giving them better coaching centers, better facilities, and better opportunities. The youth of this nation should not just choose sports as a hobby, but as a career option. Second, we need to raise awareness on mental health issues amongst the rural population of India. Many people in the rural India still aren't aware about mental health issues like depression, anxiety attacks, or panic attacks. The youth in medical colleges and engineering colleges are still remain unaddressed mental health issues due to lack of awareness. Let's make mental health accessible to all and not just the privileged class of India. Thirdly, the youth of this nation must actively participate in making engaging public campaigns or PSAs for substance abuse. Substance abuse is not just a joke. We need to make it more real by telling the impact and repercussions of substance abuse to the youth of this country. So friends, let us all join hands in driving the youth of our nation towards a better and healthier tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Muskan. The next candidate is from the PhD category, Ms. Nidhi DM.
Warm greetings to one and all present here, Honorable Governor, respected Vice Chancellor, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, and all the audience present here. I am Nidhi Mohan, a research scholar from the School of English Language Education, here to present my views on health and well-being. Well, when I say I'm healthy and well, what do I really mean? For me, it means to be physically fit, mentally balanced, emotionally comfortable, and socially well. So we come to this understanding that the meaning of being healthy is not simple but a panoramic one. Then what does sport have to do with? Well, it's an excellent balance of body and mind that contributes to health and well-being. And sports is the perfect way to build this kind of a body and mind harmony. In a lecture that I attended recently, one of the psychologists said that everybody understands that to perform any kind of physical activity, you need to be mentally prepared. But what he said later surprised me the most. He said, performing a physical activity regularly also in turn trains your mind. It trains your mind to be consistent, to be resilient, and to gain perseverance. So, physical activity like sport not just has a positive effect on your body, but also on your mind, your attitude, and your mood. Now, this reminds me of a small anecdote that I would like to share with you here. When I was a young child in school, I detested going to school on sports days. Out of all the activities, I hated being part of the running race. Why? Because I thought I was a terrible runner and I would never be able to make it to the top of the runners list. Therefore, I thought it's better not to participate. But the scenario changed when in high school, my sports teacher encouraged me to become a part of the girls' hockey team. That is when I realized that the purpose of participating in any kind of sports is not just to be on the top of the list, but it is to learn many more things for life. It taught me to extend my own boundaries. It taught me not to be judgmental, to take crucial yet spontaneous decisions, to appreciate my own strengths and weaknesses, and most importantly, to accept defeat, failure, and also celebrate success with my team. Therefore, I say I believe in the power of sports. In a book written by Arunima Sinha, the first female amputee, world's first female amputee to scale Mount Everest, she says that she thought that she had lost her world after her traumatic train accident. But it's only through her sport of mountaineering that she regained everything that she felt she had lost. So she not just stresses on the healing power of the sport, but also its potential to inspire oneself and the world. Therefore, today, out of all the perspectives that I thought I could choose to talk about this topic, I decided to talk about the potential of sports to influence not just oneself, but the people around you, the community, and the nation as a whole. I feel that now, standing here, it is all our responsibility to choose and enjoy our own wellness journeys towards attaining a healthy body, a sound mind, and a tranquil spirit. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nidhi. This university in the past 6 years has seen tremendous development in academics and infrastructure under the visionary leadership of Professor E. Suresh Kumar. I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor E. Suresh Kumar Garu, to give the presidential address for this gathering.
The chief guest of today's function, Honorable Governor of Telangana and Honorable Lieutenant Governor Puducherry, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan ji, esteemed members of the Executive Council, deans, directors, faculty members, non-teaching staff, retired employees, students, invitees, press and media, good evening to you all. At the outset, I feel happy to be a part of Y20 India Celebrations at this university. In fact, we are grateful to you, ma'am, for thinking of EFL University to start this program. In fact, there are 900 plus universities in this country. There are 46 central universities in India, and only EFL University is the first university to start this program, Y20 Celebration at this. It's not that easy to become number one. We are able to become number one in many ways only because of the support of the faculty, non-teaching staff and students of this university. As you are aware, India is assuming G20, has assumed already G20 presidency, and we have an opportunity to showcase our talent, our strengths and our plus points. And Y20 is another opportunity for the students and for the youth of this country to give a message to the world that India has got the most powerful youth who can bring about a lot of change in the world. As you are aware, we conducted an elocution competition on the theme Health, Well-being and Sports, Agenda for Youth. The students could take part actively. They were busy writing exams. In spite of that, many participants could take part, and I appreciate your efforts in taking it so seriously. According to the recent United Nations estimates, India has overtaken China as the most populous country, with more than 65% under the age group of 35. One thing is the number is more. The other thing is that we have the youth population. If this youth is good in number and if they are healthy, hale, active, both mentally and physically, what more do we need? We have got the plus points, but we need to turn our plus points into our advantage. And I'm sure this university is making a beginning in celebrating this Y20 India activities, and I'm sure other universities also will take up such activities in their respective universities and colleges. We know that some people are physically fit, they appear just like a film actor or a heroine, but when you look into their minds are very weak. They don't know how to deal with certain things. Even if you give them ambrosia, amrut, they don't know how to use ambrosia. They will only think that it is some medicine, they'll throw it away. But there are people to whom you give a small glass of water, they will turn it into something wonderful. You try to learn to do that. You have the opportunity of studying in this great university. It's something like you get a lottery ticket, and in that lottery you won one presidential suite of a 5-star hotel. The rent for one day is 10 lakh rupees, and you are given that coupon. You go and enjoy in that presidential suite for one day. You are given 24 hours of time. In 24 hours time, there is a lavish suite, not the one which you eat, S-U-I-T-E. I'm talking about suite. And there are so many things in that suite. There is a mini swimming pool, there is a spa, there is jacuzzi, there are lots of drinks and food. Everything was available, all services were free of cost. And 2 people got this lucky lottery. One person entered that room, suddenly found a bottle of foreign whiskey. The cost of that bottle is 1 lakh rupees. Then he thought we will never get that opportunity. He drank it, he went to bed. After 24 hours, someone knocked the door, sir, your time is up, you may check out the room. The other person who also got the similar lottery, each moment he could spend, each second he could spend. He had a nice bath in the swimming pool, he had a nice swimming, and then he went for jacuzzi, he had nice breakfast, nice lunch, dinner. There is a nice home theater, he watched some 1 or 2 movies. He called up his friends through using a video call. He showed them that I'm in a presidential suite now. He has done everything, and he also checked out. An appeal to students of this great university. When you join this university, you have that package of not 24 hours, but it could be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You have an option just to enjoy. You have an option to enjoy at the same time to study. If you make use of this, I'm sure you will be successful in your lives. The EFL University Administration has been focusing on academics. We could bring in lots of books, e-books, and earlier we used to purchase books only the subjects related to our own courses offered. Now, in view of national education policy, we procured books which are related to other subjects also. Now students have got the opportunity to make use of them and to become successful in their professional career. In addition to this, the university also has been focusing on sports and games. The multi-sports complex where we are all assembled now is a place which was like a dumping yard earlier. Now it is a beautiful multi-sports complex. All of us are able to meet and enjoy, and also the students and staff are all able to come here, play and so on. We also have a yoga center. It's a great opportunity for all of us. We should make use of it in the fruitful way. I'm happy to share with all of you, especially with Honorable Governor Ma'am. EFL University has been in the forefront in the implementation of national education policy, in developing a blueprint for 11 states and 1 union territory. This university has been identified. We prepared the blueprint and submitted to the ministry. We started a unique concept called University Social Responsibility. When we started it nearly 5 years ago, people thought what is this? Is something like CSR, something USR is brought out. In CSR, there is a profit involved. Out of profit, they earmark some money. But in the USR, there is no money involved. Our services are involved. All our teachers are working day and night to bring about some change in the lives of people. Recently, we adopted one government school, Jilla Parishad High School, Indira Nagar, Siddipet. There, our teachers went all the way to Siddipet and trained the 9th class students of studying in a government school in Siddipet. And at the end of the course, when students were speaking in English, Spanish, and French, I was amazed actually. Can you think of a government school student speaking in a foreign language at such a shorter span? And I congratulate all the teachers who are involved in this program. It's a proud moment for all of us. I appreciate the sincere efforts of the faculty, the non-teaching staff and students, and also the retired staff who have been in touch with us for their cooperation and for taking this university forward. I thank Honorable Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan ji for taking out some time out of her busy schedule. As all of you know, that we conducted elocution on health and well-being. With your permission, ma'am, I'm sharing this. At 6 o'clock in the morning, her day began in Chennai. From Chennai, she went to Tirupati. From Tirupati, she came to Hyderabad, and she attended several programs, and she came here all the way just for the sake of affection she has got for the students of this university. And another thing is that we are going to have Meet a Leading Light program after this program. I was a bit concerned because she's so tired, can I trouble her and all that. When I asked her, she said, no problem, we'll go ahead, we'll meet that also, no problem. That's the kind of enthusiasm and affection she has got for us. Thank you so much, ma'am. I thank each one of you for the wonderful cooperation and for everything. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for that incredible speech. I now request Professor Revati Srinivas, Director, Internal Quality and Assessment Cell, to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana State and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry.
A very good evening to everyone. I am honored to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, the Honorable Governor of the state of Telangana, and also the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. It is with great pride that I highlight that she was the first woman to hold the office as Governor of Telangana when she assumed the office on 8 September 2019. With an illustrious political career of 2 decades, she has successfully led the state unit of a political party with noteworthy accomplishments, great devotion towards the public service, and the enhancement of living standards of common people, particularly on health and education, have been ma'am's prime agenda. She has donned the hat of being a state head of political party and has been steering it with exemplary management skills and pro-people service value. We all know that the Honorable Governor began her career as a medical practitioner in Chennai after completing her post-graduation in gynecology. However, she resigned from Sri Ramachandra Medical College in 2003 to take up full-time political engagements. Ma'am has a remarkable public and social service background spanning over 20 years. She also has an illustrious political career in the last 2 decades, where she has successfully led the state unit of a political party with noteworthy accomplishments. It is with great admiration I share that the Honorable Governor, Ma'am, is a proud recipient of an international award titled International Rising Star of the Year 2018 by Multi-Ethnic Advisory Task Force USA under the US Congressman Danny K. Davis for her services to the society, especially in the field of politics, public and medical services. Apart from these, Ma'am is also known for her strong advocacy towards uplifting living standards of people through better health and preventive care. She is a great admirer of social and cultural strengths of our country and very considerate towards inclusion of values and humility right from the basic education system and upwards. In spite of being extremely busy in discharging her duties, the Honorable Governor has authored 2 books in medicine, 2 on our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and has several literary and political articles to her credit in Tamil and English magazines. The list doesn't end here. The Honorable Governor is an excellent orator, has taken up several social service activities relating to women empowerment, preventive health programs, and medical camps for women. She has also translated speeches of our national leaders in Tamil. Ma'am, we are indeed privileged to have you here today for the Y20 India Celebrations as part of G20 presidency. Thank you so much for being here, ma'am.
A special good evening to each and everyone here. Professor E. Suresh Kumar, Vice Chancellor, IFLU, and member of UGC. First of all, I appreciate him for organizing this first Y20 conference of this stage. Really, as he said, 6 o'clock I started from Chennai and I traveled almost 170 kilometers by car to Tirupati and worship Lord Balaji and tried to catch the 2:40 flight which I missed by just 5 minutes. Then I waited there and caught the 5 o'clock flight, landed by 6:15 and straight away coming to IFLU, and in spite of my busy schedule and tired day, after entering the conference hall, all my tiredness vanished because of the enthusiasm I saw between you all and the arrangements which they have done for this Y20 conference. So I appreciate and congratulate you for this excellent arrangements. My respects to Professor Surabhi Bharati, Professor Hariprasad, Professor Narasimha Rao Garu, Professor Samson, members of Executive Council, Academic Administrative, Deans, Director of various departments, teachers, scholars and students, and the winners of the G20 elocution competition, Ms. Hanina, Ms. Muskan Raj and Nidhi, and all the participants, not only the winners. First, I congratulate all the participants who took part in the elocution competition. It is not winning is important. It is taking part is very important. And your Vice Chancellor was very proudly mentioning that all my students had exams. In spite of the exams, they all took part in the elocution competition. So, first of all, I congratulate who all took part, because taking part is the success, not winning is the success. And
I was very much surprised about the message delivered by the winners. Almost they covered the subject in a very elaborate way. So I think I don't have anything to talk on health, well-being and sports, because very precisely at the same time, very preciously they covered the subject. So that indicates that the youth are aware of the situation. But what I want to mention here is how the youth are facing the obstacles, making the obstacles into opportunities. India is showing the way. For example, I am standing here proudly saying that I took the indigenous vaccine for the dreadful pandemic, for which during our medical college days we used to long for the vaccines. Rubella vaccine took 30 years to come to India. Tuberculosis vaccine almost took 20 years to reach India. But within 11 months of the onset of the pandemic, India could produce a vaccine and vaccinate more than 200 crore doses, and it could export to more than 150 countries, and that is the proud moment that India is celebrating today. How it became possible, how it was possible? Because the whole world was under lockdown. The Lancet, our Indian journal, our journal of medicine, says that WHO predicted that maximum deaths during pandemic will be from India, because the Indians live in a crowded state, more populous country, and the Lancet says more than 45 lakh deaths has been prevented by the strong action by the Indian government and the vaccination provided by the Indian government. 45 lakh deaths has been prevented. So when I say that we have to convert the obstacles into opportunities, and another message I can say, the PPE kits. When the onset of pandemic, we did not have even a single producer of PPE kits. We were importing the PPE kits. Even when Telangana was at the peak of its pandemic, at a time, 20 doctors were admitted. Doctors were disturbed, because when we are at danger, how we could face the pandemic, how we could treat the patients. So the problem was in the PPE kit. So I wore the PPE kit and went to the Gandhi hospital. My security personnel told, no, you cannot go. But I told, no, I have to wear it and I have to face the challenge, because I have to encourage the doctor fraternity, which is depressed because of the problem. At that time, why this happened? Because the PPE kits which were imported were not safe. But within 1 month, India started making PPE kits, and now we are producing 2 lakh PPE kits per day. Within the pandemic period, when the whole world was under lockdown, we were working on facing the challenges. So what sports says? We have to face the challenges. As it is said by winners, it is not the winning, it is the participating. I have to tell a story. A teacher was demonstrating how the butterfly comes out from the cocoon. And the teacher explained it. Then she gave a cocoon to each and everyone. One child opened it, and the strength of the wings are gained by kicking the cocoon. So the butterfly, as a young caterpillar, transforms into a butterfly. The young wings just kick the cocoon, just kicking it, hitting it.